Well, hello everyone. I'm back with what I feel like is some very important information to pass on to you. Um, I got an email from LifeLock. We utilize their service to protect our stuff, and um, they um, said that there are some scams out there that we need to be aware of. Of course, you probably know that today the Treasury Department has started their automatic distribution of checks, and I know that has created a little bit of issue. It seems like with some of the banks because it's it's a pretty ambitious thing, but uh, there are some scams out there that you need to be aware of, and I know that a lot of you are younger people, and you don't. Maybe your parents or the older your grandparents don't have internet access, and so they're not getting all of this information. So I'm asking you to make sure that you understand this information and watch out for your grandparents or your parents that may not be getting this information. These individuals that are scammers are sly. They know how to get in the door, so to speak, with the vulnerable, and so we need to be aware of these things and on alert. So, with that said, here's the ways to spot a potential scam. First of all, the phrase stimulus check payment. That is not the phrase that is being used. The official term is economic impact payment. So if somebody calls and says something in relationship to a stimulus check payment, then you know that this is a potential scam. And one of the biggest things that they do is they ask people to sign over their payment, in this case the economic impact payment, in exchange for receiving additional benefits. We have a first-hand experience with this with a very close friend of ours, and we know that this can be very enticing. They were told that if they would hand over for this particular case, it was their Social Security check, if they would sign that over to them, that they would qualify for a government grant of a huge sum. And this scam is going to be happening with this economic payment impact. So if someone asks you to sign over your impact payment and you will be receiving additional funds, then that's a scam. Also, requests by phone, email, texts, or social media for verification of personal information for banking purposes to speed up your economic impact payment. That's a scam. The IRS will not call you asking you to verify financial information to expedite the payment. So that is a scam. Another one is being asked by someone for personal information in order to get an economic impact payment faster by working on your behalf. In other words, if you'll give me your personal information, I'll make sure that you get your check, quicker. Don't buy into that. And also, here's another one that they use that can get you into big trouble. Being mailed a bogus check and asked to call or verify information online in order to cash it. If you get a check, no matter how official it might look, and if they want you to verify information online, in other words, you go online or you make a telephone call and you verify your personal information so you can cash that check, that is a scam. So be wary of any email, text, phone call, or social media request for money or other personal information in exchange for receiving your payment more quickly. Now, we've been saying these things for years and trying to drum it into people, but people still fall for these things. So don't do it. Any email, text, phone call, or social media request for money. Another one I've seen on Facebook once in a while, they'll come up with some kind of a thing that you can respond to, that if you will do this, you're going to get, a motorhome or something like that. Those are scams. Never send money to anyone else in the hope of receiving additional money. Got that? Never send money to someone else in the hopes of receiving additional money. The scam artists may call this a deposit or an advance or a processing fee, but it's always a sign of a scam. And again, never give your personal or financial information over the phone. So take it to heart. So for many of you out there, this is just, well, yeah, that's just common sense. I knew all that, but there's a lot of people that fall for these things, and I would encourage you to pass this along and talk to your family members who perhaps don't use the internet and have access to this information, and let them know about these things, because it is so important. It's just awful, isn't it, that there are so many scammers out there nowadays. It's just it's a terrible thing. Even in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic, they're still out there trying to do everything they can to cheat people. So we need to be on the alert. Well, that's my information for today, and if I get other information I think is important, I will pass that along on my video blogs. So check in often to ScottsBluffSalem.com and see what I've got up there. And please do share this. Please do share it. So thank you. God bless you. Have a great and safe day.